From Pound Town to ultrasound. Doesn't it all make sense now? How did we get here? Yes, the woman by the name of Sexy Red, who's clearly not sexy and not a red bone for that matter either, is pregnant by potentially a man wearing an ankle monitor. This makes it even more laughable when she clutched her pearls like a respectable lady when her home video came out that I presume she thought that it would hit like the infamous Kim Kardashian tape that was also released on purpose. Watching the Sexy Red home video, I felt like I was watching a newly transitioned ladyboy try out his new parts. Nothing was slightly sexy about it. I had to delete my history and start over, but nonetheless, one of the ankle monitor wearing serial impregnators, perhaps the one in the video giving it to her raw, got the job done. Think about that. Someday she'll be able to say to her child, "Look, here's your first day of school. These were your first steps, and this was your conception." Speaking of school, this video should hit different for the little girls and the teacher involved, but I'm sure it won't.
When you see me say you gotta say what's up. You wanna be on my roster, but it's so good. We be living, learning, and we turn it up. Workers be your desk, hold it up. When I holler miss, can that be turned up? Reading every day to get the scores up. And on the way to success, it ain't no love. Coming case, so it's up, then it's up.
I know the Black community lacks heroes and worthy people for the youth, with the PH at the end, to aspire to be. But I have no doubt that some of these young girls have stated, "I want to be like Sexy Red when I grow up." Unfortunately, a statistical percentage of them will be like Sexy Red when they grow up, just minus the rap career and the money that comes with it. There's a part of me that thinks that the women who promote the worst aspects of the culture through music have a certain modicum of self-awareness. For example, Sukihana demonstrated that she understands the scoreboard. When she was criticized for her red carpet appearance, she made statements that implied that she understood that the reputation of Black women in America is already in the toilet, and she's just here to capitalize off of it like any self-respecting, economically amoral capitalist would. Touche, Sukihana. But it makes me think that it is an act, much like how Tim Pool more or less proved that Kanye West's show that he puts on is mostly an act that he transforms into when the camera starts rolling. As much as I want to think that that is true for some of these women who have become the successful poster childs of the ratchet wing of thought culture, you can't fake a baby. The City Girls, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Sierra, and even Beyonce, who's the reigning queen of Black women and Black men who want to be women, have all been guilty in one way or another of producing some form of independent, "we don't need these men, go out there and thought it up" type of content while simultaneously being married.
I used to feel like I had to have a man. I swear, my whole adult life, I used to feel like I had to have a man. And I want every woman out here to know, you absolutely don't. You can go...
Amen, sister. I want women to know also, you don't need a man.
The point here is this: you can fake the lingo in song lyrics and in persona, but you can't fake getting knocked up by a dude in an ankle monitor. And after you have the baby, in the case of Chrisean Rock, you can't fake being a good mother either. Being raised by Chrisean Rock, that's like Fear Factor for babies, or Saw or something. In the final round, you got to be bathed by Chrisean Rock while she's distracted. I have no doubt that being raised by Sexy Red will be no different than being raised by Chrisean Rock, and every botched parental mishap that we see these women have on the Jumbotron is just a highlighted version of what goes on in thousands of households all around the country. However, there was a time when white journalists would have to go to the ghetto, National Geographic style, and produce documentaries of the ratchet in their natural habitats, where startling, eye-opening thought processes and pathologies were unearthed and presented to the masses. that still to this day spark conversation and debate by intellectuals and pseudo-intellectuals none the like. The only major difference is we no longer need a PBS camera crew and Bill Moyers to go 0-30 to find what's hiding beneath the surface. No, 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 no. We now promote it. We praise it and exalt it. It's on the Jumbotron. And due to the advancements of social media, we control that Jumbotron. Black America, the canary in the coal mine, thriving to be the living embodiment of the movie Idiocracy.